So guys, I figured since the last vertical diet video got so many hits, I would make another one today, kind of going over exactly what I get in a grocery haul. So I got my movable island out in front of me, and I'm going to get everything out that I just bought this morning and show you exactly what I'm eating on the vertical diet. So first off, breakfast. Breakfast right now is consisting of 4 whole eggs scrambled up, I bought 2 of these are 2 dozen, and then I bought 1 of these because I already have 1 bag of frozen spinach already. Keep it frozen, lasts a lot longer. So it's got this Dole baby spinach. Take a good handful of that, put it in your pan with some butter. The butter I'm using right now is Challenge butter. I use 2 tablespoons, put that in the pan, melt it down, add the spinach, and then add the eggs. But I got one more thing that I'm going to be starting putting in there, which I have been doing, or I was doing, but I stopped getting them for a little while, is putting some bell peppers in. So they were 10 for 10 at my grocery store today. So I got 10 of them. And they had a strange one that I've never seen before. It's like a mixture of orange and a red. You can see that color contrast in there. So at 10 of these, I'll be chopping these up today and putting them in a bag and freezing them also. And then I'll add the peppers in with the butter before the spinach. Let these cook down a little bit. Let them get nice and soft. So that's my breakfast. Snack after breakfast every morning. I'm having one of these Oikos 000 yogurts. I got 2 4-packs of these today, and this one is a salted caramel. I've not tried this one yet. I've been eating either the strawberry or the triple berry blend. Lunch, which I have to cook right now because it's 11. Rice, I buried it. I bought 2 bags of this. I'm not even trying to say the brand name of it. Mahatma Jasmine. It's a Thai fragrant long grain rice. I've gone through a bag of this already in less than 2 weeks of being on the vertical diet. It went quick, and then I had my wife pick me up this bag the other day from a grocery store that's the closest to me, because that's the biggest bag they had, and it doesn't taste as good as this brand, and this brand is probably cheaper. So right now I'm eating a cup of this uncooked, then I'll add a cup of water, and then I will also put in a cup of the True Goodness organic bone broth chicken, and I'll cook the rice in that. And then with the rice for lunch, I will make up some meatballs. This is 4 pounds of ground meat. It is just standard ground beef, USDA choice cab ground beef. It is 85/15 fat, 15 fat. Like I said, this is just over 4 pounds. So this will last me probably a week. And then, so that's lunch, rice and meatballs. Snacks, why did I get in there? Snacks after lunch, I'll have baby carrots, about a handful. I did notice once I got home there is 1 bag carrot in here. Let's pop that out and rinse off the rest of them. Hopefully they're all good. Just have a handful of those, and then 1 whole orange. Enough stuff here to last me a week, like I said. And then dinner, I'll have a sweet potato, more rice, and for tonight and the next couple nights, I got steak, so I'll probably have 2 of these with dinner. So there's enough here to get me through 3 days. And is that it? So these are the steaks, are their top sirloin filet multi-pack, and it's £1.5 pounds. And it was, I'm trying to do more ground beef than steaks because steaks are expensive. This will last me 3 days. This will probably last me a week. So I'll separate this out. I'll have like four meatballs with lunch with the rice. That'll fill me up for a while. I was trying to think if I bought anything else. Like I said in the last video, I'm still drinking. Well, I got one out right here that I'm sipping on right now. Bangs. I need a lot of energy for the type of shift, the work that I do. So this is the cherry vanilla, black cherry vanilla. That's really good. Tastes like a cherry Coke. I did pick up another rice cooker today to keep at work, so I don't have to keep taking mine back and forth. So this is the one I have for home. It's an aroma. It's kind of like a pressure cooker. You can steam vegetables and stuff in it. All I gotta do is fill it up, turn it on, hit white rice, and in less than an hour, my food will be ready. So I'm gonna make food right now. So I'm gonna put some of this stuff away and show you guys how I make my lunch. Okay, so I did buy 3 more of these also. I didn't go over that, but I had this one. I bought 3 more today. So go ahead and take that off so I don't have to worry about that. And open up this. Measuring cup, this is 1 cup. I don't worry about rinsing the rice off. It's more of a pain than anything to do that, so I don't worry about it at all. Chicken broth, chicken bone broth. The whole cup right in there. And a cup of water. This can go away. And soak in the rice. Alright, so now the meat. I'm going to try and do less than £1 pound of meat in this. So I'm going to make 4 decent sized little meatballs. Without making a huge mess. They don't have to be perfect, because once they get done cooking, I kind of shred them up so that way it's throughout the whole entire rice anyways. about that big, right in the palm of the hand. If this doesn't last me a week, it's not terribly expensive to go get a couple more pounds. I want to say this was like $15 for 4 pounds. You could get a fattier one that will last, or not last, be a little bit more cheaper. I think listening to Stan's podcast that he's done with Mark and stuff like that, he recommends like an 8317. Store I went to only had like 80-20, 85-15, and a 90-10. And he also does recommend doing ground beef, but I find I don't want to be too expensive on this diet. I have other people I have to feed in my house too that are not eating the same food that I am. So wash your hands up. Alright, go ahead and set this in. Close it up. I don't have a cord right, or long enough cord to plug it in. They're just going to hit the power button, and then white rice, and it goes. Less than an hour, and you got yourself lunch. There he goes. So yeah, the new one that I bought today is not as fancy as that. I believe it just has an on-off switch, and then once it senses that it is done, it goes to keep warm, just like this one does. So you can have fresh rice all day. I think that's gonna be it for this video. I can't see my phone to see how long it is, but thanks for watching, guys. If you want me to go over more details of why each food is good for this diet, I can do that. I'm gonna have to sit down and make a list and basically pretty much read it for you, or I can link a 2-hour-long video that Stan did at Thor's Power Gym. I talked about this in the last vertical diet video that I made, and he breaks down pretty much everything that you can do. The only other thing that I just remembered that I did get today, I'm not really using any supplements for anything. I'm not drinking protein powder. I'm not using any pre-workout other than really maybe the energy drinks. I picked up a thing of Cod Liver Oil. This says it's for immune system health, but it's got a bunch of vitamin A, vitamin D, and omega-3s in it, just like a fish oil does. So, I mean, this is just from cod. You can drink the cod liver oil. It does come in a liquid form, but this is 100 soft gels. It says to use 1 to 4 of these a day. I mean, there's other ways to get this. So, like, there's other ways to get like your omega-3s. You could eat salmon. I believe salmon is one of the fishes he said that you can eat on the diet. I'm not a big fish eater. Omega-3s, there are eggs that have omega-3s in them, but again, with the amount of eggs that I'm eating, you can hear my daughter watching YouTube in the other room. The amount of eggs that I'm eating every day, the eggs cost twice as much for only a dozen, where I'm getting 2 dozen for half the price. So it's just, you gotta fit what you can into your diet with this budget. So there's other ways that you can make this lunch. You can put your red bell peppers or your bell peppers right into the crock pot and cook it. You can put your carrots in there and cook it. I prefer to eat the carrots raw. I don't like carrots, but after a couple of days of eating them on this diet, I'm getting used to them. you can put your sweet potato right into there and cook it. I have a steam tray that I can set right on top of it for steaming vegetables. At work, what I'll do is put that steam tray up there, and then I'll put my sweet potato right up in there, and then I'll cut that up and put it right, eat it with my steak and rice later on. That way, I basically have 2 meals set up at work. Half of it with meat, half of the rice with the meatballs in it, half the rice later on with the sweet potato and the steak. So. Alright guys, if you have any questions, if you want me to go over more details, I can. It's just going to take me a little bit more research. I'm going to have to go through and watch that. I'm going to do it anyways. I'll go through and watch that 2-hour video again. There's a lot of good information in there. I'll go down, write notes, and write down basically why you're eating each of these foods. What nutrients are in each food. Like red meat's got iron in it, where chicken doesn't have iron in it, and chicken is higher in polyunsaturated fat than beef is. So I can go over that in a future video of why eat this, not that type of deal. If you guys really truly enjoy the vertical diet and a short little video for you. Thanks for watching, guys. As always, lift big, eat big, and get big.